Wouldn't it be great to become a professional public speaker? Wouldn't it be great to be paid to stand up in front of a crowd and to speak to the audience, talk about our lives, help them improve their lives? It'd be a pretty epic job, wouldn't it? Today I want to talk about how to become a public speaker and get paid to do it. Hey, I'm Ryan McLean. I'm from publicspeakingpower.com and I run this website all about becoming a more powerful public speaker. And I get paid to speak. Alright, so I don't get paid to speak in front of crowds, but I do get paid to speak in front of a camera. My business is that I create a network of educational websites. So I have this one on public speaking, I have ones on many different other topics. And the way that my business rolls out, the way that it works, is that we create videos, they get turned into podcasts, they get turned into blog posts, and we make money through advertising, through selling affiliate stuff, and through also creating and selling our own products. So I get to spend a lot of my time speaking. In fact, probably the majority of my day is either spent speaking to you guys in front of a camera or actually writing down what I'm going to speak about so I can speak about it. So I wanted to cover the 7 ways that I could think of that you could become a public speaker and get paid to do it. Previous to my life as an internet marketer, I did work as a sales representative or a business advisor for a large pharmaceutical company. And although it wasn't public speaking, I did do many training events where I got to get up in front of large groups of people, anywhere between 5 to 50 people, and to deliver trainings and speak in front of a crowd. And I loved it. I loved getting paid for presenting and for doing what I love to do. So what are some ways that we can become a public speaker and get paid to do it? Well, number 1 is you could do something incredible. I had an interview with a professional public speaker in Australia called Tim Reed, and he is a business professional. He runs a business podcast called Small Business Big Marketing. He's very successful, and in 2013 he moved into public speaking, and that has become the core of his business and the main way that he makes money. And I discussed with him how people can transition from wanting or just liking to be a public speaker to actually getting paid to do it. And he discussed that how difficult it has been for him. He ran a podcast for over 2 years before he got a public speaking gig, and it was really about 4 years into running a podcast that he then transitioned into speaking, not full-time, but the majority of his income was coming from it. He was saying that on the books of this agency that he was working with, the majority of people who get paid to give presentations have done something amazing. This is because a company will call up and they say, we need to motivate our sales representatives. We need to get them pumped up. Can you get an Olympic athlete to come and speak to us? Or can you get one of the greats to come and speak to us? When I was working for this pharmaceutical company, we had the world champion triathlete, or Ironman, which is apparently even harder than being just a normal triathlete. He came and spoke to us. Didn't speak about sales, spoke about motivation in general, and spoke about his training and all that sort of stuff, and it's just a general pick-me-up. But if they would have paid a mozza to have him come out and speak to them. So you could win an Olympic gold medal, you could become a world champion in something, you could climb Everest, or you could skydive from 100,000 feet, I don't know. If you do something amazing, then that is one way to become a public speaker and get paid to do it. If you line yourself up with an agency, then they can, I guess, help you market yourself and get you out there. But that's pretty difficult, let's admit it. I'm not going to win any Olympic medals anytime soon, unless there's one for good looks. No? You still don't think I would win? Oh well. Alright, so number 2 is to become a corporate trainer, which is really, it's kind of half of what I was. I know people, there was a guy who I used to go to church with, and he was a corporate trainer, and his role and what he did was a company would say, okay, we want to train our staff on a certain topic. We're going to give you the information, and you just need to train them on it. So he would take company information, he would convert it into a training day or a training conference or something like that, and then he would deliver it. So obviously if you've got a company full of accountants, maybe they're not going to be the best public speakers and empowering trainers. So they pay people from the outside to come in and train their staff. Corporate trainers work in two ways, generally speaking. So the first way, where the company provides the information they want to train, the person creates it, but there's also outside trainers who come in and say, look, I'm really great at training people on learning this certain psychological thing about themselves. And they sell their service there. So they're selling a training day that they've pre-made, and so the company is buying that. And so then you're becoming a public speaker and a trainer, and you're getting paid to do it. Number 3 is to be in sales, just like I was as a business advisor. A lot of my time was spent talking one-on-one with customers, but then also probably at least one night a week, more like a couple of nights a week, I would be up in front of a group and I would be training them on our content to help them sell our products better, to help them be more effective in their business, and to help them, operate more efficiently. So by being in the sales industry, you can get the opportunity to speak in public and to be paid for it. May not be as glamorous as speaking about exactly what you want to speak about, which might be on some life experience you had, but you can tie in things that you did and your own personality into the presentations. Number 4 is to become a high-level executive. So if you're an executive, even if you're a middle manager, there's going to be a lot of meetings that you need to attend. There's going to be a lot of presentations that you need to give. So even though it's not the core of your position, it is a role where you will need to present often, and you'll get to speak in front of people. So if you're passionate about speaking in front of people, then take every presentation opportunity you get, put legs on it, run with it, make it the best presentation you can, and then hopefully you'll be asked to give more presentations in the future. Number 5 is to win a public speaking competition. So Toastmasters, which is a great organization that helps millions of people become better public speakers, they have, I think it's annually, an annual public speaker conference competition. And so people will compete and then be judged on their public speaking, on their speech, on their presentation, and eventually one of them will be named the champion of the year. A great example is a guy by the name of Craig Valentine. If you go on YouTube and search Craig Valentine, there's not many videos, but there's one video which is the same speech that he used to win the public speaking award, but it's recorded somewhere else. But it's a great speech. You can see why he won. He's a great public speaker, and so he used that victory to move from speaking part-time, speaking for fun, and to doing it full-time. So check that out. That's kind of like your American Idol sort of way of achieving things, which I like the grassroots stuff. But hey, if you want to go for the big ticket and you can get it and then leverage that, and you can say, look, I am the best speaker in the world in 2014, then you go ahead and do it, and I don't want to stop you, and I want you to email me and say, Ryan, I did it, I won, and now I'm speaking full time. I would love to hear those stories. Number 6 is to give free speeches. So a lot of people who have progressed as public speakers give free speeches in order to get there. So they might give a free speech at a high school or a college or some business meeting, and then by giving free speeches over time, you can build up a reputation and you can then start to charge for your speeches. Number 7, which is my favorite, which is what I do, which is start a video blog or a podcast. Just because no one's paying you to speak doesn't mean you can't get up, get your iPhone, get your Android device, whatever it is, film yourself and start speaking, put up your videos on YouTube, put up your podcasts on iTunes, and you can start to get feedback and people will start watching your presentations. Hundreds of people download this podcast every single day. People watch the video overall my networks, I've got thousands of people every single day downloading and watching and viewing our stuff because I decided to get out there with my camera to put stuff online, whether it be good or whether it be average. And I get paid to do that now. I get paid with advertising revenue, I get paid with affiliate marketing products, and I also get paid by creating my own products and selling them, which I guess eventually that's where public speaking power is going to go, is that I'll find a need in the market that you guys really want to learn about, that you might want some more intense help rather than just a podcast. You want some more help very specifically, and you can then monetize that. I was just thinking, I only had 7 points, but I've just realized an 8th point could be to be a preacher. They get paid, maybe not well, unless you're Brian Houston or Joel Osteen or some massive preacher. TD Jakes, he's huge. You can become a preacher. They get paid to speak in public as well, so there's another idea for you. You could also become a school teacher. They stand in front of classes of 30 people all day, every day, and speak and teach. That's another occupation. Or you could look for other occupations where you can get paid to be a public speaker. So I hope that this has helped give you some ideas on how you can become a public speaker and get paid to do it, because obviously for so many of us that would be such a dream, to be able to stand up in front of an audience, be able to present to them, be able to impact their lives and improve their lives, and take home the dough for it. I'm Ryan McLean from publicspeakingpower.com, and I hope that this video has helped encourage you to keep getting out there, keep pushing, keep practicing, because who knows, one day you could leave the job that you're not so pumped on and you could speak for yourself full time and earn a great wage from it.